This is News 3 Now at 5.
And thanks for staying with us. The Wisconsin Department of Justice is investigating the deaths of 2 people and a house fire in Jefferson County.
It happened on Highway A near the intersection of Highway 106 in the town of Sumner near Fort Atkinson last night. Our Madeline O'Neill is live there now with the latest information. Maddie?
Multiple agencies are still investigating this today. There are still plenty of cars and vehicles, including a division of criminal investigation. We saw authorities going door to door, speaking with neighbors, clearly still an open investigation. This started as a burglary call. The Department of Justice is telling us today that Jefferson County deputies responded to that and found 2 people dead in the driveway outside the residence. A person then shot at the deputy from inside the house, and the deputy returned fire before seeing black smoke coming from inside the house. This is footage of a large fire's aftermath and a building that looks to be destroyed. Authorities aren't telling us yet what happened to the person shooting at deputies, but they are saying they believe this incident is targeted. We spoke with a number of neighbors off camera, some who saw fire, smoke, heard gunshots. One says that gunshots aren't unusual around here because of hunting in this area. Clearly a different story last night. Authorities are asking anyone driving in this area around that time last night to give the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office a call.
Madeline O'Neill reporting live. Maddie, thank you.
The names of 4 people killed in a chain reaction crash on I-3990 have been released. That accident last week. The Department of Transportation says Eleanor Heringa Owen of DeForest, Samantha McMullen of Oconomowoc, Joseph Kozinski of Madison, and Philip Bruno out of Ingleside, Illinois were all killed in that crash. Those killed range in age from 23 to 72. 7 other people were injured, including 2 people who have life-threatening injuries. Those crashes happened last Friday morning. This was in Columbia County. Officers say the first call was for a rear-end crash involving 2 semis near Lodi. Later on, a straight truck piled into a first crash scene. A highway worker and 2 state troopers were injured. And then near County K, a semi-tractor started a chain reaction crash involving at least 7 other vehicles. All of those crashes remain under investigation.
Sunny and warm Wednesday, but we could see a chance for some rain the rest of the week. Let's check your first warn forecast with Gary Canolti. Gary?
Most likely time for rain is going to be later Friday into the weekend, and even then I don't think it'll be a complete washout. You can see on visible cloud track, things are very quiet around here. Lots of sunshine. A few cumulus clouds popped up this afternoon. That's pretty much about it. You can see no rain whatsoever around Wisconsin. Nearest rain, showers and thunderstorms north of Minnesota and southern Canada. Temperatures right now are pretty warm. Mid-80s here in Madison, Janesville up to 88 right now, 87 Boscobel. Just a tad cooler near Lake Michigan. Temperatures there in the upper 70s. With those dew point temperatures still being on the low side, the heat index is actually a little bit less than the temperature. Air temperature is 84. The heat index is 83. Janesville's heat index is at 85. That will change as humidity levels start to ramp up over the next couple of days. But to look for clear skies tonight. Temperatures dropping into the lower 60s by morning. Tomorrow will be another sunny and very warm day, but it should stay dry with a high of 87. Later on, I'll take a look at our prospects for rain over the upcoming weekend.
All right, Gary, thank you. 3 days ago, UW System President Ray Cross announced all schools will be allowed to have in-person classes in the fall.
UW-Madison officials giving out more details on that reopening today. Melissa Kim is here now with more on the plans. Melissa?
Well, Eric and Susan, UW-Madison officials calling it the Smart Restart Plan, where students will be allowed to come back to campus on September 2nd. Now, classes will be a mix of both in-person and online until Thanksgiving break. After that, it will be all online. Those exams will be included. Now, no student will be forced to take in-person classes. They'll be offered online regardless. But if a student does choose to attend classes in person, they'll be required to wear a mask, just so everyone is taking all the necessary precautions for a safe learning situation.
There's a lot of uncertainty out there in the environment. There could be a huge surge across the country and here in Wisconsin that would make it unsafe for us to continue to operate and to, again, change the mode of instruction. We very much hope that doesn't happen. That does depend upon Dane County and other areas around us continuing to behave well, because what's out there can come here on our campus and vice versa.
Now, tuition costs will remain the same, though, regardless of whether a student decides to take in-person or online classes. Now, what about dorms? University Housing is reportedly working on a plan to let students live in residence halls. Part of that plan involves regularly testing those students for COVID-19.
Melissa, thank you.
And over at UW-Milwaukee, officials there say they'll open as scheduled this fall with a mix of in-person and online courses. The university announced today classes will begin as scheduled, also September 2nd. The semester will not end early and will follow its regular schedule.
Governor Tony Evers has announced more than $80 million in financial assistance for K-12 schools and higher education institutions in response to the pandemic. More than $46 million will go toward K-12 schools and $37 million will go to higher education partners. Wisconsin tribal colleges will receive $2 million. The remaining funding goes to the University of Wisconsin Technical College and private nonprofit campuses around the state. The funding is provided by the Federal CARES Act.
10 more people in Wisconsin have died due to COVID-19, with the state's death toll now at 715. Another 304 new cases have been confirmed, bringing the state's total to 23,577 cases. Dane County exceeded 1,000 cases today. Of that total, 75% have made full recoveries. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services says the positive percentage of new COVID-19 tests saw a small increase to 2.6% compared to the 2.4% from yesterday. Over the past 2 weeks, the percentage has remained below 4%.
Meanwhile, across the country, at least 19 states have seen new cases go up in the last 2 weeks, and 6 states reported record increases yesterday. That includes nearly 2,400 new cases in Arizona, more than 2,600 in Texas, and nearly 2,800 new cases in Florida.
The Atlanta officer who fatally shot Rayshard Brooks in the back after the fleeing man pointed a stun gun in his direction is going to be charged with felony murder and 10 other crimes. Fulton County District Attorney Paul Howard said Garrett Rolfe kicked Brooks while he was on the ground and that the officer with him, Devin Brosnan, stood on Brooks' shoulder as he struggled for life on Friday night. Rolfe had already been fired after he fatally shot the 27-year-old Brooks. Brosnan is on administrative leave, Brosnan being charged with aggravated assault and other crimes. Tonight, people will be gathering in Verona to hold a march for racial justice. This is a live look at the event. It's at Veterans Park in Verona. It'll start tonight at 5:30. City council members, school board representatives, along with current and former Verona High School students are all participating in the march.
Assembly Democrats today are backing up the Black Legislative Caucus, asking the governor to call a special session this Friday.
Amy Reed is live to explain what they want to see. Amy?
The governor hasn't said yet if he'll call a special session of the legislature on Friday. Those pushing for it want to tackle criminal justice reform in order to lessen racial disparities in our state. And the date that they want that to fall would be fitting for what they want to accomplish.
Lift every voice and sing.
Raising the Juneteenth flag is still a new tradition at Madison City County Building. A success those here will credit to State Representative and County Board Supervisor Sheila Stubbs.
For me, I'm honored. I'm honored, and it's a step forward. And I hope that we will just grow this movement for next year.
Stubbs brought people out today to talk about the importance of June 19th, or Juneteenth, the celebration of freedom marking the release of the last enslaved people in Texas. Though celebrating with so far left to go isn't always possible.
Today, we still fight for our freedom. Today, we still have unequal justice. And so, for me, today is mixed. It's mixed because we have not arrived. We've been waiting for justice, and we've been waiting for justice, and justice hasn't come.
His words are echoed in the mouths of many wanting to see real reform at all levels. State Assembly Democrats today backed up a call from the Legislative Black Caucus asking Governor Tony Evers to bring them into special session on Juneteenth. Assembly Democrats saying they could hear proposals from the last session that look at laws at all stages of the criminal justice process. While Stubbs backs the call, she wants to see local government do something too.
I hope that this country, this nation, this world is at a point that we recognize the injustices have got to stop and that enough is enough.
Something the governor has mentioned in his consideration for calling this special session is every other one that he's ordered, Republicans have gavelled in and out. They've referred these bills to committee and never done anything with them, or they've kept the session going without doing anything with the bills. And we reached out to the governor's office and the office of the Speaker of the Assembly, but we didn't hear back from either.
Amy Reed live at the Capitol. Amy, thank you.
Social and racial justice for Black Americans was the topic of a virtual summit today. It was hosted by Madison 365 and the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County. The discussion featured Black youth from communities across Dane County. The panel discussed issues ranging from youth-led protests to defunding the police to even rebuilding the amendments. They say that changes are going to take everyone, not just Black people.
I just think the entire system needs to be brought down. All the amendments, break it down. We need to build it back up. And in the building of the amendments, there needs to be Black people. There needs to be Latino people. There needs to be Asian people. There needs to be white people. There needs to be people of every single creed, every single need. The people of the LGBTQ. Everybody got to be within, the making of this country, because we all live in this country. At the end of the day,
A road in downtown Madison has now been painted, and it reads Police-Free Schools. The road mural is painted right in front of the Madison School District Administrative Building on West Dayton. The Madison Teachers Union, among other groups, are pushing for resource officers to be removed from schools. The school board president, Gloria Reyes, announced a committee to examine the role of police in schools.
Today, Senate Republicans presented their plans for police reform legislation. The bill includes required national reporting of use of force, increased training for officers, and incentives to encourage a ban on chokeholds.
I think this package speaks very clearly to the young person who's concerned when he's stopped by the law enforcement officers. We see you.
I am concerned that his bill definitely mimics parts of ours, but without the teeth.
The White House and Senate Republicans say the Democrats' bill is a non-starter in part because it eliminates qualified immunity, which shields police officers from lawsuits for conduct on the job unless they violate clearly established constitutional rights. The House and Senate are both expected to bring the bills to the floor next week before the 4th of July recess.
Still to come at 5, what practices Madison hospitals are doing to make sure children are safe during their checkups during the pandemic. And coming up tonight at 6, the Beloit Snappers baseball team breaking ground on a new stadium. A look at what that development means for the area. Again, that's at 6. And mixed numbers for the most part in midweek trading on Wall Street. The Dow closing down more than 170 points. The Nasdaq gains almost 15. S&P lost 11. We'll be right back.
Save at Wild Easttown Honda on over 400 new Hondas with 0% financing for up to 60 months. Save on your favorite new Hondas at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
This isn't a small business opening. You already had one of those. It's a reopening. Take 2. And just in time. Because right now, people need coffee that tastes like coffee. And hair that doesn't look like that. They need someone who knows where those numbers actually go. They need you and everything that made your business great from your first day one. Yeah, we've been knocked back on our heels, and it took a minute, but it still says florist or repairs or plumber over that door. And there are still customers who can't wait to walk through it. That light at the end of the tunnel, it's a workout that doesn't involve 2 bags of flour. It's a 20-foot-tall inflatable guy saying, come on by. It's you and your small business, turning your community and the country around. One appointment, one customer, one thank you at a time. Small business is coming back. And Spectrum Business is giving every new customer 1 free month of Spectrum Business services to make sure it does. We're here for you because you're here for all of us.
Today, some things do stand firm. Those you can lean on, the things that matter, and the importance of you being you. That's why no matter the type of care you need or the way you need it, we're here every day safe and ready. Because wherever you are in your world, you're the focus of ours. Safe care your way. Unity Point Health Meriden, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Save at Wild Easttown Honda on over 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for just $199. Imagine your new CR-V for only $199 at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
Thursday morning, another warm and humid day in store. Hattie will tell us when things will start to cool down.
And parents, you may be worried about all the screen time your kids are getting during the pandemic. We'll tell you what the experts have to say about that.
We'll see you starting at 4:30.
Trust us to get it right.
To keep you prepared
when severe weather is on the way
and your family's safety is on the line.
Our team and technology are ready to help you stay safe.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team on News 3 Now.
Many families are hesitant to go to hospitals during the pandemic, but one Milwaukee family is continuing to drive to Madison so UW Health can provide care for their daughter.
For the past year, 14-year-old Elena Shelsta has been receiving life-saving care at American Family Children's Hospital. Elena has GLUT1, which is a rare condition that causes her to experience multiple seizures a day due to the fact that she cannot get sugar into her brain as fuel. After the pandemic hit, her seizures worsened, and her family was worried about making trips to Madison for treatment. But once they got here, doctors helped reassure them it was safe.
It was a group of about 8-9 people, collaborating on how to take care of Elena, and which, we were just amazed, how much care, that she was given and how much they were caring about her and trying to make her feel as best as they could.
Doctors say Elena's seizures greatly decreased and she was able to go home after 5 days in the hospital.
As Madison and Dane County continue to reopen, the Old Brick Botanical Gardens also reopening today. The outdoor gardens will be open to the public Tuesday through Sunday from noon until 6 at night. The gardens will only be open to members on Mondays. The gardens will be open to a limited number of visitors to provide for social distancing. The Bulls Conservatory, Growing Gift Shop, Schumacher Library, and the Fauci Family Learning Center will remain closed. The Blooming Butterflies and Home Garden Tour have also been canceled for 2020. And the Henry Vilas Zoo will reopen its doors to the public tomorrow. The gates will open at 9:30 in the morning. The last guest entry will be at 4:30. The gate by the main parking lot over on Randall Avenue, that'll be the only open entrance. The zoo will be opening with reduced capacity and one-way paths. The zoo recommends that guests wear masks.
Breeze Stevens Field has announced a new restaurant series called Picnic in the Breeze, which starts on Friday. Picnic in the Breeze will feature food from different local Madison restaurants roughly 2 times a week with socially distanced picnic-style service. The first event in the series will feature food from a Black-owned business, Rib Masters, from 5 to 9 on Juneteenth. Picnic in the Breeze will feature restaurants including Fairchild, Salvatore's Tomato Pies, and Heritage Tavern, among others. There is no admission fee to the event.
The motor coach bus industry wants you to know it is still safe to use their service during COVID-19. Badger Bus says it is continuing its service and putting safety measures in place. Right now, they are cleaning buses between trips, and to maintain social distancing, passengers are being put in every other seat or at about 25% capacity of the bus.
And a lot of what we do is the charter business, to Miller Park and to concerts and things like that, and Camp Randall, and of course that's all on hold, but we're doing weddings. We have a wedding this weekend, family reunions, so there's still a lot of things you can do, and you don't have to put 50 people on a bus. You can put 20 on, you can put 15 people on. It still is economical and it's still safe.
Badger Bus says it'll maintain safety measures for when students go back to school as well in the fall. Let's get a look at your first warn weather. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary.
Another sunny day today. Take a look at the live view from the WISC Skycam. Not a cloud to be found. There were a few cumulus clouds that popped up this afternoon, but those have even seemed to dissipate around here, so look for warm weather again for tomorrow. It'll be sunny with high temperatures in the upper 80s for tomorrow, and probably Friday as well. We've backed off on the rain chances a little bit, taking them out for tomorrow night, and then Friday, I think the best chances for a shower or thunderstorm will be in the afternoon, so it'll be a little more humid from Friday into the weekend. The better chances for showers and thunderstorms will be this weekend, although there'll be off and on chances. I don't expect a complete weekend washout. out. Saturday probably was the day more likely to see rain. Father's Day Sunday, maybe a little bit less likely. So we'll see if we can sneak in more dry weather on Sunday. You can see the upper Midwest right now pretty much free of precipitation. A couple of thunderstorms popping up in the Dakotas, but those are moving to the northeast. So there's really not a lot of moisture for the precipitation to occur here. On weather track, the upper level winds right now, they're actually out of the east aloft, and that's because we've got an area of low pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere in the southeastern part of the country, and another low in the northwestern part of the country. And in between, we've got this bubble of high pressure. It's just kind of acting as a block right now. You don't even have that southerly wind flow out of the Gulf of Mexico. So it's all the, the sunshine that we're getting during the day that's heating us up, but we're just not getting, we don't need that strong southerly wind flow to warm the temperatures up. We just need it to get moisture in here, and right now that's not happening. It's a little more humid out to the west, closer to the stationary front, which is the dividing line between the warm and hot conditions here to the much cooler weather to the west. In fact, yes, even snow showing up in the mountains of Wyoming and parts of Montana. Even though we're in the middle part of June, it is cold enough for snow, at least at the higher elevations there. Take a look at current temperatures right now. Generally in the 80s across the state of Wisconsin, 79 in Milwaukee, just a very little bit of a lake breeze there. But the farther west you go, the warmer the temperatures get. And again, you can see those 90s showing up over western Minnesota and the eastern Dakotas, but that's right in the dividing line where temperatures turn much cooler to the west, and that's where the showers and thunderstorms are starting to pop up, where dew point temperatures are in the middle 60s. Here, they're in the low to mid 50s, so it actually feels a little bit cooler than the actual temperature because with the dry air, we're able to sweat. That cools our bodies off, and we don't feel quite as warm. But southerly wind flow will continue for tomorrow and into Thursday. As we head into Thursday, you can see how the first batch of showers and thunderstorms kind of diminishes as it pushes toward Wisconsin because the air is drier here. By Friday morning, maybe a chance for a shower toward the Mississippi River. Friday afternoon, we'll start to see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms pop up. So for tomorrow, look for another very warm day, lots of sunshine, high temperature at 87. And again, with the low humidity, it won't feel too warm. Friday, some scattered shower and thunderstorm chances in the afternoon. Best chances of rain, I think, are going to be Saturday and Monday, with Father's Day, a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures around 80 for much of next week, with some off and on shower and thunderstorm chances, but plenty of dry days as well. As we take a look at first warn traffic right now, the view of the Beltline over at Fish Hatchery Road, traffic moving very steadily in both directions. Not a very busy day on the Beltline right now. Traffic moving pretty much at the posted speed limits. There were a few slowdowns north of Middleton on Highway 12. Otherwise, as far as travel times are concerned, about 15 minutes in either direction from University Avenue to the interstate on the Beltline. Heading out of Madison, 25 minutes down to Janesville on I-3990 from the Beltline southward. 16 minutes to Sauk City on US 12 from Middleton, and out to Sun Prairie from downtown Madison. It's a 14-minute commute on East Washington Avenue and US 151. That's your News 3 Now first warn traffic.
Okay, Gary, thank you. Still ahead at 5. The Major League Baseball, well, they're continuing to push for the baseball season to start. We'll tell you what their latest proposal includes. That's after the break.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5. News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The 17th Annual Madison Area Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns, featuring newly constructed homes in 5 of Dane County's most sought-after neighborhoods. The newest trends, tech, and designs. Visit MadisonParadeOfHomes.com for more information.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
Save big money and get 11% off everything at Menards. Keep your house or deck clean with Mold Armor. House or deck wash cleans mildew, mold, and algae stains with no scrubbing. Save 11% on Mold Armor Exterior Wash. Dutch Boy DuraClean Interior Paint is a paint and primer in one that provides a beautiful look and stays clean. A gallon of flat is $22.23 after 11% off. Start saving with 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Get more help with your laundry at the Laundry Cleanup Sale now
at the Brothers Maine. Save time and money with the latest in laundry from Whirlpool, Maytag, and Amana with 0% financing for up to 18 months. Get even more help with free delivery on washer-dryer pairs and a risk-free 30-day price and satisfaction guarantee. That's why we're the More Store. It's the laundry cleanup sale with more selection, more savings, and more help with your laundry. Only at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites and always a smile.
Steinhafels is now open. Celebrate our grand reopening with amazing deals priced to sell out. We have the largest selection of furniture and mattresses at the guaranteed lowest prices, like this Lazy Boy rocker recliner rock bottom price $299.99. This Chase sofa or queen bed each just $699.99. Power Theater sofa now $13.99. Plus take an extra 10% off all in-stock patio. Plus get free no-contact shipping. Hurry in to get amazing savings at Steinhafels' biggest grand reopening sale ever.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
The 17th Annual Madison Area Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns, featuring newly constructed homes in 5 of Dane County's most sought-after neighborhoods. The newest trends, tech, and designs. Visit MadisonParadeOfHomes.com for more information.
Now, the battle between the Major League Baseball owners and the Players Union over the future of a season continues. Sources telling ESPN MLB has sent a proposal for a 60-game season at full prorated pay to the Players Association. Under the proposal, the season would start July 19th. Commissioner Rob Manfred says met with Players Union head Tony Clark today. It's an attempt to restart talks aimed at starting the pandemic-delayed season. And Major League Baseball has made 3 proposals to start the season. The Players Union, 2.
Quaker Oats is getting rid of the Aunt Jemima pancake brand and logo. The cancellation of the brand, which is more than 130 years old, comes as an acknowledgement that its origins are based on a derogatory racial stereotype. The company also ran racist ads for several decades.
And also, food manufacturer Mars Incorporated says it's going to make changes to the rice brand Uncle Ben's. The brand and logo have long been criticized for being based on racist stereotypes. Mars released a statement saying it is time to, quote, evolve the Uncle Ben's brand, including its visual brand identity. The company said it hasn't determined specific changes or the timeline for making those changes.
Target is upping its minimum wage from $13 to $15 an hour next month. The change will take effect on July 5th. That's a few months ahead of the deadline Target set for itself when it pledged 3 years ago to implement the raise by December of 2020. The new rate applies to 275,000 part-time and full-time workers at Target stores, distribution centers, and headquarters. The federal minimum wage is $7.25 an hour, and it has not gone up in more than 10 years.
Stay with us. We'll have a final check of your first warn forecast in just a moment.
Dreams come true. The Mattress Marathon is back at Ashley Home Store's sale of the summer. Pay as little as $1 a day with 5 years no interest on Tempur-Pedic, plus up to 6 months of payments on us with the Ashley Cares program. Find sizzling queen doorbusters starting at just $95. Ashley Home Store.
Save at Wild Easttown Honda on over 400 new Hondas with 0% financing for up to 60 months. Save on your favorite new Hondas at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
We asked real customers what they really love about Spectrum Internet and TV.
Spectrum Internet has the fastest speeds for everything I do.
There is no turning wheel. It's immediate.
Spectrum is the fastest. Bam.
Get the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance with Spectrum Internet, delivering starting speeds of 200 megabits. That's more than enough for all your devices for $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
I can't get over how much on-demand Spectrum has. I can literally watch a new movie every night.
I got all my shows, and he's got all his shows.
With the Spectrum TV app, I can watch live TV anywhere. It's perfect.
Add Spectrum TV and enjoy more free HD and more free on-demand. Plus, use the Spectrum TV app to watch live TV on the go. go, all from $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
The fact that they don't have contracts, that says a lot about their service.
Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. Install Spectrum services yourself. Get a self-installation kit shipped right to your home. Call 833-906-4499.
Kindness makes a world of difference at the Century House. Donate $50 or more to the Second Harvest Food Bank of Southern Wisconsin and save more than ever before on stressless seating. Save at least $300 on stressless recliners and office chairs. Plus, save hundreds more with $200 off every sofa seat you buy. There's never been a better time to help others and fill your home with the unmatched comfort of stressless seating. Be kind and save generously at the Century House.
Here's to all the farm and fleet dads, the ones who get the job done right and take the time to pass it on. This Father's Day, give him a gift you know he'll love from the store dads love, Blaine's Farm and Fleet. For the casual dads, save $5 on all Columbia sportswear. For Dad's Lawn, save $100 on this Cub Cadet riding mower. And for Dad's Workshop, get $100 off this 20-gallon air compressor. Plus, get a free hat when you spend $50 or more in our sporting goods department.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Save at Wild East Town Honda on over 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for just $199. Imagine your new CR-V for only $199 at Wild East Town Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's sale of the summer deals are hot. Save up to half off all appliances, including clearance items and scratch and dents. Plus 18 months special financing and free shipping. Summer starts now at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, extraordinary news out of Atlanta. 11 charges filed against the officer who shot Rayshad Brooks, including felony murder. The other policeman there will testify against his fellow officer. Plus, in the first tell-all memoir by a high-level administration official, President Trump's former national security advisor, John Bolton, says the president asked China for help in winning the 2020 election. And with Father's Day around the corner, we celebrate some very special dads. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
And Gary's here now with a final check of the weather. Another warm night tonight, Gary.
Yeah, temperatures right now are in the middle 80s here in Madison, upper 80s in Janesville. But take a look at the temperatures and now look at the heat index. The heat index is actually a little bit below the temperature because the air is very dry. Dew point temperatures are only in the lower to middle 50s for the most part. So for tomorrow, look for lots of sunshine, high temperatures in the upper 80s. Thunderstorm chances will arrive by Friday afternoon and then continue off and on through the weekend and into parts of next week.
And we're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News coming your way next. Stay tuned.